I'm on Key Biscayne today, here with my kayak, and I am about to paddle about a mile and a half away to Crandon Park, where I'm going to meet with my friend Eric, and he's going to rent his own kayak there, and hopefully we are going to then check out some of Key Biscayne's and the area's awesome reefs, including a Shipwreck, depending on the visibility and the wind. So hopefully we can do that, and yeah, happy you're along for the ride. So I found Eric. Howdy. My good friend and co-conspirator in many things outdoors and ill-advised.
Some would say idiot.
And stupid, yes, sometimes. So our first stop is the Half Moon Shipwreck. It's about a mile and a half offshore, and it is a 150-foot catamaran, or excuse me, it was a racing yacht that was built in Germany in 1908. It was impounded by the British in 1914 during the First World War, then sold to an American who brought it to Miami and used it as a restaurant offshore, and then it sank in the 1930s. And it's now actually on the National Register of Historic Places. It's relatively shallow and pretty close by, so it's one of the more accessible shipwrecks in South Florida. And I haven't been here in a few years, so I'm excited to go check it out again. They look great. Get those back muscles working. Eric and I are about a mile and a half offshore. There he is. We've clipped into this buoy right here. You can see Key Biscayne's over there, and then Virginia Key down to Miami behind that. And we are actually directly over the Half Moon wreck. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a sandwich, and then we're going to dive in, and hopefully the visibility isn't too bad. What do you think, Eric?
I'm loving this.
Yeah? It's beautiful.
My breath control is horrible.
Yeah, you and me both, dude. It's getting slowly better.
It is. I agree.
I'm like, I can stay down for like 20 seconds now.
Yeah, I remember my peak.
Yeah.
I don't feel my peak.
Same. You're drifting off, by the way.
I know.
There's quite the current right now, so we're fighting that as well, but it's really, really nice. It's really clear. This is the clearest I've ever seen it here. So yeah, we're just having a great time. I'm basically right above the plaque that commemorates this wreck. Unfortunately, it's kind of covered in algae, so you can't really read it, but it's right underneath me. Eric and I just spent a wonderful, like, I'd say hour or so just messing around down there. It was pretty awesome. So now we're just gonna have a snack and then head over to Fisher Island and check out the shallow reef that's over there. Hopefully it's still there. I haven't been there in like 7 years, so I'm hoping it hasn't disappeared. We just cast off from the buoy. There's Eric adrift on the Atlantic, and we're gonna go to this little monitoring station right over there. It's like this tower sticking up about half a mile to a mile away. We're gonna jump off it, and then we're gonna go check out the reef. We just got to the pole right here, but it's high tide right now, so jumping from it might get us like 7 feet of clearance, and I don't think it's even worth the time. So Eric and I are just going to continue over to the Fisher Island Reef, or what I hope is still the Fisher Island Reef, and yeah, see what there's to see down there. So against all odds, I actually found this reef in the middle of nowhere. Really, it's between Virginia Key and Fisher Island over here. We paddled probably 2.5 miles to get here, and got a little lost along the way, but we found it. So I'm really happy that it's still here. I just went down, and it's very shallow, but yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a little look. We are back on the kayaks. There's Eric over there. Eric, what'd you think?
Loved it.
Yep. It was gorgeous. It was just incredible. Very shallow. Not a huge reef, but Eric and I actually had a bit of breath control for a change, which was nice. We could actually hold our breath for a while, as opposed to at the half moon where we were just struggling to stay under like 30 seconds. But now Eric needs to get back and return his kayak because he's getting charged $20 an hour, and we've been out here for a bit, so yeah, we got to make our way back. snacks before we get back to the kayak rental spot. Okay, so this is the part where I say goodbye to Eric because he has to drop his kayak off. I, however, have at least another 1.5 miles to paddle before I get home. And then we're gonna meet up and have some Venezuelan food. I'm about a 1/2 mile away from the end of my journey, and I am paddling right into the teeth of this wind and these waves. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty tired. Awesome day out on the water today. If you happen to be around Key Biscayne and get a hold of a kayak, definitely suggest checking out the Half Moon Shipwreck and Fisher Island Reef if you get the chance. And yeah, I'm tired, but I gotta get my stuff in now and meet back up with Eric to eat some pet tapas.